Hello my fellow viewers, today's video starts a new series with codename Coding Lab. In each video I will be presenting to you a new coding challenge which I decided to take. After that you will be watching me struggling with completing my own ideas. Awesome, right? So let's begin. If you are a game enjoyer, I am the huge one, you could heard about game Slay the Spire. Small disclaimer for all the people who don't have a clue what the I'm talking about. Slay the Spire is turn-based card game with roguelike elements. It came out in 2017, so it's fairly not the newest one, but still it's great and I can honestly recommend it for anyone who likes strategic games. And if you just thought that I will be trying to recreate this magnificent game, thank you for your faith you put in me, but this challenge would be indeed too hard and too long for one short video. Instead, my first coding challenge in this series is to recreate card animation from this specific game. Come on, look how satisfying it is. It's not? Okay, it is for me, so let's start. First thing to do is always a research. And in this example, I started by playing game and trying to get good feeling about card animation. And I totally didn't spend countless hours for trying to beat final boss, totally forgetting about whole point of this video. No, that didn't happen. After I gained some knowledge and good immersion, I moved to coding. I decided that my main tool for this experiment will be Python and one of its modules, Pygame. And this decision will have some pretty bad impacts in the future. I started immediately with the easiest possible card visualization, rectangle with rounded corners. I will not be placing any content on the cards because I'm focusing on animation only. However, I still placed in the card class some fields that can be used in the future, like image, description and title. Next, I implemented function and used totally basic maths to achieve smooth animation. And it looked like that. Nothing impressive so far, I know. After that, I created class called hand, which will be managing cards. Dividing by 2 subtraction of screen width and hand width, which is width of single card multiplied by number of cards in hand, I could find place where cards should be placed to be centered, as easy as that. Going back to Slay the Spire, you can see that each card on the hand is slightly rotated. Rotation depends on position of card on the hand. For example, first card on the left is much more rotated than the middle one. I thought that implementing it will be as easy as implementing position transition. I was living a sweet lie. Turns out that in Pygame there is no such method like rotate in rectangle class. And after googling it out, I found out that the easiest way to rotate any object is to rotate the surface on which it is drawn. Yeah, if you ask me, that's pretty up, because normally you are not rotating a whole room to just rotate your desk. After a whole hour of struggling to understand how I can implement surfaces without breaking my whole code, I ended up destroying only the draw method of my card class, and I call it a success. Now it starts to look similar to real-life hand of cards. Next thing I have to implement is scaling up effect on hovered card. Additionally, you can see that other cards are slightly moved away when one of the cards is hovered. This task was pretty easy. The only difficulty was to make sure that only one card can be hovered in the same exact moment. And it is not a trivial one, because in this moment cards are covering each other and mouse pointer will be almost always pointing on 2 cards the same time. That's why I had to implement simple communication between card and hand objects. Every time when mouse hovers on card, it asks hand object if there is already hovered card and hand replies, with permission to make hover animation or not. It's pretty clumsy part of my code, but I still claim it as success. The last part of this challenge will be discarding card from hand. The tricky part here is that when card has been discarded from hand, it is no longer in hand, and it is a problem because so far I was displaying only cards which are on my hand. That's why I had to rebuild a bit my code which was responsible for drawing object. Now card injects itself to draw manager class when gets discarded and is still being drawn for 2 seconds after discard event occurred. Now all I have to do is to add some position, rotation and scaling transition and we are good to go. Here I present to you final version of this mini project, and next to it you can see Slay the Spire hand for comparison. I call it half success because I had so much fun coding mechanisms from the game I like. On the other hand, I still feel that my project could be better if I would add some particle effects, but this specific effect I will be presenting in one of my future videos for sure. In description I placed link to GitHub repository with source code, so feel free to roast my code in the comments because I'd like it to be well done. Thank you for watching, see you in my next video.